So we'll have 14 runners, actually 13 runners slugging it out, and we're going to be kicking it off with Sophia McInnes, who wears hip number 1. She was 8th last year in 4:45.59. She's from Bayport, New York. From Chicago, the Illinois state champion with a 4:44 personal best, Annika Swan, will wear hip number 2. From Washington, Virginia, she's gone 4:44 this year. She was 7th at New Balance indoors in the 5K, Abigail Anstead. From Union Catholic High School in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, Sophia Thompson will wear hip number 4, just a sophomore. She's gone 4:43 this year. Hip number 5, much better at the 3,200 meters and 5,000 meters. Mallory Weller, she was a surprise indoor national champion winner from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Mason Fletcher from West Virginia, just a freshman, ran 4:42 2 weeks ago in Nashville. Look for her. She is improving very fast this season. Hip number 7 is your defending champion at the mile indoors from March, Brooke Strauss from Glastonbury, Connecticut. Wearing hip number 9 from La Jolla, California, is Kiara Daly. She went 4:39 earlier this month, and she looks confident, doesn't she? Hip number 10 off a 4:38.45 mile 2 weeks ago from Nolensville, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville, and a future Gator, Claire Stiegel. Hip number 11 from Westford, Massachusetts, 9th last year, is Abigail Hennessy. Hip number 12, the winner of the 2-mile last night, and a new meet record of 9:54. 3rd indoors at this event at New Balance Nationals, Hannah Thompson. Paige Shepard, the dark horse here, 2:01 800 meters 2 weeks ago. If this pace lags, she will be dangerous. Just a sophomore. And wearing hip number 14, the defending champion and meet record holder, 2nd fastest miler of all time outdoors at 4:28.46. From Ventura, California, Sadie Engelhardt. So this is a really interesting matchup because we've got some first-class 800-meter runners. You know, namely, you've got Paige Shepard, who's fresh off a 2:01 a couple of weeks ago in Seattle, going up against some seasoned 2-mile runners like Hannah Thompson, who's your 2-mile champion from last night, and then Sadie Engelhardt, who's more of a miler specialist. So Sadie Engelhardt is the defending champion, setting the meet record last year of 4:37.04. So she's the one really with the target on her back. And she's going to want this pace to be an honest one. Otherwise, Paige Shepard with 2:01 800-meter speed could be deadly. So here we go. We got 13 runners ready to slug it out. 4 laps around the track here at Franklin Field. We did have 15. Chloe Heiler was a late scratch. She's not been feeling well this week. The Lake Oswego, Oregon senior. But your early leader is Sophia McInnes from Bayport, New York. She was 8th here last year in 4:45. So she knows what she's doing. Claire Stiegel is in 2nd place currently. Sadie Engelhardt in 3rd. McInnes leading the New Yorker. So Claire Stiegel on the rail. In 3rd now as Sadie Engelhardt now moves into 2nd. Sadie wearing the distinctive red headband, also wearing the red uniform as opposed to the blue that most of these athletes are wearing. So we were about 69.1 through the opening 440 yards, so definitely on meet record tempo. Estelle McInnes leading. it looks like Abigail Hennessy has moved into the lead ahead of Engelhardt. So it's Hennessy, Engelhardt, Stiegel are your top three. Hannah Thompson is in fourth place now. It looks like the pace may have lagged just a little bit on this second lap, because we were 69 through the first quarter. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, that was about 219, high 220. So we slowed down to about 71 there. It was 70.6. So it's Hennessy leading. Engelhardt hot on her heels, wearing the red uniform, the taller figure. And Claire Stiegel, the smaller runner, on the rail in third place there. But now we have 7 runners that are broken away a little bit, and it does include Paige Shepard. I mentioned to her earlier, if this pace is not super hot, this is going to play into the hands of Paige Shepard, who has incredible closing speed. Ran a 2:01 in Seattle just 2 weeks ago, and she's right there in 6th place, just in the back of that pack, looking relaxed. This pace is very much within her wheelhouse, and if somebody wants to neutralize the kick of Paige Shepard, they're going to have to do that pretty soon here and get this thing going and make it a 500-meter kick rather than a 250 or 200-meter affair. But now Paige Shepard moving up, and I think she's taken everybody by surprise except Sadie Engelhardt, who perhaps caught her out of the corner of her eye and has covered the move. Claire Stiegel is trapped on the rail a little bit. She needs to get out of that box or hope that the pace picks up a little bit, because she's going to get crowded in here soon. And you see Claire Stiegel just can't get out of that box, and she's struggling a little bit now. And now it's Sadie Engelhardt that is moving up through the gears, but she has not shaken off Paige Shepard. Stiegel is still there also. She's still on the rail. Hennessy is right there in third, but now Paige Shepard tries to get past Engelhardt. She probably should have done that before the turn. Engelhardt wisely held her off going into the turn. And now it's Sadie Engelhardt striking for home. Paige Shepard still 2 steps back. It's Engelhardt against Shepard. Hennessy running really well in third place to even stay in contact. But here comes Paige Shepard. One more launch down the home stretch. She's throwing the kitchen sink at Sadie Engelhardt. Will the kitchen sink be enough to overcome her? Yes, it will. Paige Shepard coming down the home stretch. Union Catholic sophomore is going to take the win, and it is a new meet record absolutely taken apart. 4:33.67, a 63.0 close for Paige Shepard. And that was a remarkable race. And there you see Paige Shepard. She looks somewhat in disbelief. So that is the second fastest time in the nation this year. Only Jane Hedengren, your newly minted U.S. record holder, has run faster. But you know what? That's the 5th fastest time in history outdoors by Paige Shepard. So there you see it was Hennessy who took this race by the scruff of the neck about halfway in. Engelhardt led at the bell. Stiegel was trapped on the rail. And then coming off the last turn, it was Engelhardt leading Shepard. But Shepard just had the drive and determination to shift into that big gear no matter how much it hurt. And she's rewarded with the win, a meet record, a massive personal best, and the 5th fastest time in history. And there you see confirmation of the results. 4:33.67, and she's signing a t-shirt. Sadie Engelhardt, 4:34.46 in second. Abigail Hennessy, a massive personal best for her, 4:34.69. Claire Stiegel gets a personal best, 4:36.89. Hannah Thompson, a personal best, 4:39.24. I feel like Oprah handing out personal best. Mallory Weller got a personal best 4:39.32, and I think Sadie Engelhardt, the only one of the top 6 not to notch a new personal best here tonight. So what a fantastic race.